Tropical storm Beta in the Gulf. And you can see the thing looks demonic. It looks like a griffin. But I'm still holding it at bay, pushing it away from Houston. And you can still see an effect right here from my bubble. In fact, on this other radar, it doesn't even show that bottom part. It just shows the top part of it. And you can see there's still an effect right here. Something's cutting it off. That's me. That's my orgone. Now, the things that you put in the orgone are very important. I put GONS, which is the fourth state of matter, which is gas in an aqueous nano state, which means it's not a gas or a liquid or a solid. It's in between. And that stuff is amazing by itself. If you look up, it's called Plasma Science on YouTube, and it's by Dr. Quiche. He invented it, and he has it out there open source. Like, he's not even charging for it. And that stuff is amazing. It can heal you. It can cure cancer. It can preserve food, and it can give you energy wirelessly. In the water alone. You can drink the water from it. You can put it in your products. You can put it in your bathtub. You can put it in your toothpaste, in your water, in your coffee, in your food when you cook. I put it in everything. I bathe in it. And it'll make you lose weight as well as orgone. They work the same way, actually. They both correct things that are not right. They structure the ether and all of matter, all living things around it. They structure it to a pattern to where it's organized. It's not chaotic. It's not a free radical. It's not something that'll turn into cancer, like a disease, or all that stuff is demonic. Diseases and all that is witchcraft. We don't need any of that stuff, but this stuff will help clean all this stuff that's going on right now. If you put it in orgone like I do, it will broadcast it out into the ether, along with the regular orgone that I put shungite crystals, shungite elite, and all of your crystals, really. When you put a metal between something organic like that, it creates orgone. Actually, I wanted to also touch on something else. All of the pyramids in Egypt are orgone. Now, I suspect there's some kind of power source below it, some kind of Tesla coil that's either not turned on, or it is and they're not telling us. But it's on a ley line, just like I am. The pyramids are on the 30th parallel, just like Houston runs the same way all the way across. If you go all the way across in a straight line, you're going to hit the pyramids from the same parallel where I'm at, exactly on Houston. So these ley lines are very powerful. They connect the grid all across the earth, and actually UFOs can use them as portals and stuff that you wouldn't even comprehend, but for energy. Okay, now I tap into the same energy matrix with this orgone bubble that I'm anchored on this 30th parallel. I'm transmitting orgone energy, which is the opposite of loosh, which is life-giving energy, instead of loosh, which is death. That's what I'm broadcasting out into the air. I'm not just broadcasting it. I am beaming it with 2 satellites in the direction of storms. They have other effects also on that help the planet, like the water. It cleans the air, the water, things that I don't even know, probably, but the physics are all there, and you can see what it's doing to these storms. They're not coming close to me. In fact, today it was breezy and cool outside, and that's something I haven't seen in a long time. It's usually very humid here, but I have a high pressure system right here. I'm pushing this thing away, and I'll come back a little bit and shoot a final. But thank you. If you want to learn about Orgone, go to Bubble Tech on Facebook, join the group, and go into the file section and download how to make a most powerful bubble. It's very cheap. You can make one for less than $100, and you can control the weather. You can keep Katrinas away from you. I don't know why everybody's not doing this. But there you go. There's another Griffith dead in the water. I'll be back. Thank you. Alright, after a couple more hours, it's almost 6 o'clock now. Cutting the head off of this thing. Separating it right here. It still looks like a Griffith too, but now the head's cut off of it. That's exactly where my Orgone is pointed. On this radar, it doesn't even show up, the bottom part of it. But either way, I pushed it away. You can see some stuff moving south right here, and this is moving north. So I'm like literally right there in the middle, having an effect on this. You can still see half of the storm is not even visible on radar because I'm knocking it out. Cutting right through it like butter with my Orgone bubble. His name is Gilgamesh. They actually, when you're making the Orgone, you meditate, and it ends up telling you its name by telepathy. And this is gonna sound weird, but that stuff will literally give you ESP. It'll waken up your natural abilities that you already have. Like, it could be clairaudience, it could be clairvoyance, just knowing stuff. You'll get downloads, you'll get information that you'll know is right, and you'll be right every time. You can tell what bullshit is, who's lying, who's not. You can tell by people's actions, by the way they act. You can see through a lot of this bullshit. And Orgone, and the scientists told me that would happen. And at first, I was just curious, really. But I was trying to heal myself too from other stuff, like radio frequencies and chemtrails and all that. And that's how it started. And I got into Orgone because it cleans all that. And I found out that it goes way past that to where it can control hurricanes. And I've been doing this for a long time, for a while now. I just started documenting it, but you can see the effect. And I'm not just making this up. Like, I've researched this for a while, and I'm the kind that tinkers with stuff, so I literally figured out all this stuff on my own. Like, I just got the basic concept from them, but putting it on satellites and aiming it, and the ingredients that I put in it and how I make it, all the wire is cut at a cubic length. That's a divine unit of measure, and just stuff that I had laying around that I could throw in, and it's a trial and error thing, but it definitely works. Also, when you have Orgone, if you have it outside, the birds and like animals will come to you. Little kids will like come up to you. Pests will die, like rats and stuff like that will either commit suicide right in front of the Orgone. They'll just be dead there, or they'll take off. Bugs too. Then that's the pest. But the like wild animals will come up to you. Deer, birds. They'll actually, when you walk outside, you'll be able to hear them like around more. Birds and stuff, bees. It saves bees. You can also put it next to your, like, if you have a smart meter or wherever you sleep, you can put Orgone or your bubble, and you'll sleep better. you'll you'll have dreams. You'll have more rest. You won't even need an alarm clock to wake up. You'll be set to whatever time you want to wake up. All you have to do is think about it when you go before you go to sleep, and you will wake up around within 5 minutes or whenever you want to. It's amazing. I've never been able to do this my whole life, and now it's automatic. Your body functions will be like you'll go to the restroom more often, like you're supposed to. You will shed weight that you don't need. You won't be hungry a lot. You'll just take whatever you need, really. You'll notice your body starting to clean out. You'll start to get more streamlined and more like cut. You don't even have to do anything. You don't have to like work out or anything. You can do breathing exercises, and that really helps and heals you. That's all you'll have to do. Like push-ups. They're called Iceman push-ups. Look up. What's his name? The Iceman. I forgot his name. But he does this breathing technique to where you do push-ups like that, and you'll be fit, and you'll be healed. It will heal you. Just look them up on YouTube. So anyway, this is the end of the storm. I just wanted to show you guys, pushing it away. It's not going towards Houston, and just like I predicted. And this will happen with every storm that comes my way. I'm gonna dismantle it. So just so the deep state knows, don't try to send nothing towards the Gulf, because I got you. And the more people, this is just one bubble. Imagine if every person in the Gulf had one in every state. One person. That's only 4 people. That's $400. I'm sure we can afford it, right? If I had houses over there, I would do it. But just with this alone, has had a big effect these last 2 years on hurricanes in the Houston area. It's very important for the port, for medical, for what else? NASA, for the for gasoline, all the plants, all the chemical plants, all the plastic making plants, all the gasoline plants are in Houston. This is very, 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 very important part, and also it's on a ley line. Like I said, the same ley line as the pyramids. So this is an energy grid of the planet. That's why if you put bad stuff here, it's gonna go into it's gonna broadcast into the whole world. Like if you have like crack houses and human trafficking spots, along this line. If you have like child sacrifice places and bad people and stuff, it's gonna go into that's what they've been doing for a long time. There's been like witchcraft on the whole planet, and that's part of it. And that's why I'm anchored here, and I'm fighting it. I am rebuking it. I am reversing it. And in the form of storms, which they make with electronics, they can make this shit. And with electronics, we can dismantle it. And we just figured it out. So, good luck, deep state. Cut the head off this damn Griffith. You can see that. It's separating. And today it was nice and cool in Houston. There was a cool breeze. Low humidity. It was awesome. It was an awesome day. And this thing's brewing right next for the whole last 2 days. So anyway, I'll be back. Thanks a lot.